morning, everyone. We're out here at Bayshore Drive with John Stewart once again. John, what's going on today here?
We got ourselves the cycling competition. It's going to be here on Bayshore Drive from 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock. Australia's getting a little cocky over there. Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Lauren, you just finished running maybe 2 minutes ago. You've medaled in every single event today. What does that mean for you?
The Gators have now lost 4 games in a row, and all 4 of those games have been in the SEC. Coach Cam Neubauer is still excited to see what his team can do because he's seeing what's being done in practice. Now in tonight's game, shots just weren't falling. Paulina Hirschler did have 19 points, but that still wasn't enough for the 56-53 loss to Kentucky. In practice, the team is still going to continue to fight. The Buccaneers' Week 14 matchup is against an opponent they've already beaten this season. The Saints are coming into town on Sunday. One of the biggest concerns for the game, the rain and the field conditions that come with the rain here in Tampa. Another concern, wide receiver Deshaun Jackson has been ruled out once again due to a thumb injury. I heard you had a very tough regiment right before the games. So can you kind of go into that? And you also mentioned a little special project that has benefited. Can you talk about that as well?
Let's head over to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium to talk with WUFT sports reporter Nicolette Jennings.
Standing forever in the swamp is Florida's 3 Heisman-winning quarterbacks. With the orange and blue game tomorrow, the battle for this season's quarterback position is hot and heavy.
All right, so I am testing out the wheelchairs that are going to be used in the rugby games. Thank you, Team Australia, for giving me a little demo and letting me sit in your chairs. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I don't think so. Woo! That was a light hit. And so tomorrow when they actually play rugby, you guys will be able to see just how intense and rough the game will be. Giving you a behind the scenes look at all the athletes as they're preparing for their track races. Right now, we have the Air Force. They're getting rested right now. Some of them are tying their shoes. You can see everyone's kind of taking a break here. On the other side, we have Army. They are getting their bodies ready for their track event. We also have some Air Force team members warming up right here. Nicolette Jennings, Florida! I'm making a confession. I'm a glam tomboy. I love feeding gators, jumping out of airplanes, and snake wrangling. My heart skips a beat watching Naked and Afraid, imagining how I would fashion palms to cover myself. All of the other aspects of being a survivalist thrill me. The bigger the obstacles, the better. I'd love to survive elements and cook in the wild, then shower off, slide into stilettos, a Sherry Hill gown, and some lip gloss, then conquer the world.
The first contestant moving into the finals is Florida. All right, we're here. How does it feel to kick off the top 15?
Well, I think it's pretty exciting to be first, but you trained so many years for this moment, and for it to actually be here, it's very surreal, so thank you all.
Congratulations, Florida.
Welcome back to sports. I'm Nicolette Jennings. Florida baseball postponed its game against Jacksonville University last night. Now, the Gators and Dolphins will face each other in a midweek matchup. Jacksonville is 13-8, and head coach Chris Hayes says his team has his work cut out for them against Florida. The battle for the Stanley Cup continues tonight. The Tampa Bay Lightning take on the New Jersey Devils in Game 4 after losing to them on Monday. In the last game, the Lightning struggled to win without penalties. The Bolts set a franchise record for the most penalty minutes in a playoff game. After taking a 2-1 lead in the third period, the Lightning had tripping penalties, too many men on the ice, and a check to the head. Those penalties caused a swing in the momentum, benefiting the Devils. New Jersey took the lead late in the third period, scoring 3 goals in 7 minutes. University of Florida Athletic Director Scott Strickland was selected to join the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. He is one of 6 named for the committee. During Strickland's 3-year term, he cannot participate in any conversation involving the Gators. And finally, Gator lacrosse hosts in-state rival Jacksonville tonight. The 2-1 Gators are coming off a big overtime win against Loyola on Sunday. The Dolphins are also coming off a big overtime win against Ohio State. This is the 8th time this season the teams have met, and the Gators lead the series 7-0. Opening draw is set for 7.
Speaking of Gator sports, I heard the baseball team had a great night last night.
That's right, they played UNF last night, and they're also playing them again tonight. But the special thing about last night is they had their first shutout of the season. And we have a spoiler alert for the next 20 seconds because Ocala native Brittany Bowe had her second race of the Olympics at 5 a.m. this morning. NBC will replay the women's speed skating 1,000 meter in the U.S. primetime tonight. Being drafted into the NFL is an accomplishment many will never achieve. Making it onto a team's active roster is an even harder task. But rookie Justin Watson achieved both.
One timeout, here's the snap. Winston stands tall, throws a sideline route in the end zone. Caught ball, Justin Watson, touchdown Tampa Bay. Watson has his first career NFL catch for a touchdown.
His motivation and work ethic developed because of his family's experiences. Justin knows he wouldn't be where he is now without the support from his family.
I think we're definitely a unique family, but we're really close. Now we got one kid in Pennsylvania, one kid in Ohio. I'm in Florida, and my other brother's in North Carolina, so we're spread out. But I think it's amazing, how close we are and how much, you can tell we lean on each other in times of especially struggle.
For Doug and Terry Watson, that means traveling all over the country to see their youngest son suit up for the Buccaneers, even if he doesn't get a lot of playing time.
We know Justin could have done anything he wanted to do.
He's just so driven. He's just a driven kid. I mean, he just really is. And he's a kind heart too,
While his parents and siblings try to see as many Bucs games as they can, there's a missing piece cheering for Justin back home in Pennsylvania, his brother Tommy. The oldest of 4 siblings, Tommy was born with cerebral palsy, which prevents him from basic daily activities like walking and talking. Not being able to travel to watch his brother play football has been an added side effect.
He hardly ever cries. If he's crying, we say, something's really wrong. So I think, the hard days when I want to complain about practice, or I want to complain about the heat, or I want to complain about, getting blisters on my feet, I think about him and I just laugh because, I think what he would give to be able to be on that field and run.
It's that mindset that pushes Justin to be as selfless as he can.
Whether it's academics or sports or being able to go and help someone else out, I try to do it to the fullest because, I look at him and I know how much he would do with that opportunity.
The hardest part for Justin is not being close by when Tommy is going through something.
Being away from him at school and again, being away from him in the NFL is, it's different because I can't just pick the phone and have a conversation with him and just work out those things like that. So that's, I'm excited, whenever the season's over, if he can come down here, at some point for a game or something.
Despite the difference from Pennsylvania to Florida, Tommy still wears his red and pewter, cheering for his brother every Sunday.
That's something I hope, one day, it'd be really cool for him to actually be in the stadium instead of just watching on TV. That's the next motivating factor, get Tommy to a game.